Guys, am I gonna have to go to therapy because of this? Am I gonna have to talk about you guys in therapy? Guys, I am actually dead. That one, not my favorite. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Girl Music YouTube channel. I'm Kelsey, and today I am doing a solo album review of the new Mother Mother album, Nostalgia. Mother Mother has been around since 2005. This album is their 20th anniversary celebration. And if you don't know Mother Mother, let me give you a little background information. They are a band out of British Columbia in Canada. They are an indie rock, pop, band. They bring indie rock to its full head. And I've always been fascinated by them. I really got into them on their 2008 album, which was their second, called Oh My Heart. I remember hearing the song Arms Tonight, and I'm not even kidding you guys. I think that song was on every one of my mix CDs that I would play in my car. Like, no matter what the CD was, no matter what the mix vibe was, that song was on it. I still listen to it all the time. I've been in this mood of like revisiting albums and just kind of like hearing a full discography of a band, and I feel like this album Nostalgia that we're about to listen to together is going to be the perfect culmination of their entire 20 years as a band in one. I am so excited. So let me give you a little background information on this album. This album Nostalgia is the title of Mother Mother's 10th album, and it's set to be released on their 20th anniversary, which happened on June 6th. This title is not only fitting because of the timing, but also because of the content of the album. It truly embodies the fundamental spirit of the band. Lyrically, the songs touch on all the classic Mother Mother themes that we know and love, like alienation, existentialism, self-love, self-hate, gender roles, spirituality, all set against the vibrant imagery of otherworldly landscapes and mythical creatures. I'm not even kidding you guys. There's unicorns everywhere in this. So really, a really exciting album for them, and I'm really excited to dive into it because, again, I've been loving them since 2008, and they have never disappointed me. They always give out a good full album, which is what I've been craving these days. I want a full album with a whole plot line, even if it's not a plot line, like a whole thematic storyline happening. I want to be devastated. I want to be happy. I want to be immersed in the sound of indie rock, and Mother Mother will always hit that on the head for me. So let's get into this album, guys. Let's do it. We are going to listen to the full thing. It is 36 minutes. Chef's kiss. Let's dive into Mother Mother's album Nostalgia.
You love enough and you love to death. It is a razor blade, yeah. Look at love and will burn your eyes. Capture and you feel deprived. Love enough and you start to bleed. Love stains and it don't come clean. Yeah. You love enough and you just love to death. It is a razor blade, yeah. You love enough and you love to death. It is a real life taker.
Oh, okay. That is an intro, y'all. That is the perfect way to start an album. I feel like it really takes what they're kind of trying to talk about, which is very interesting. I want to deep dive into some lyrics for a second. You'll love enough and you'll forget the rest. You'll need a head shaker. To me, that feels like yes men, you know, when you find your people, but the people that have surrounded you are just head shakers, just saying yes to everything that you're doing. Is that love? Is that fulfillment? That's how I took this as almost like a one-sided friendship. In a way, I am obsessed with the brother-sister duo of the singing in that song. So the band is Ryan Goulemond on guitar and vocals, and his sister Molly, who does vocals and keyboard along with Jasmin Parkin. And so I love I'm always obsessed with the juxtaposition of a female voice and a male voice together. And I feel like she adds this like really, remember the band Air? That's what it feels like. It feels like the hazy 90s 90s virgin suicide sound, you know, and then paired with like Ryan's just pure indie rock voice, which honestly, that first song kind of gave me Black Keys vibes. Anyone? But I love it together. It sounds so full. It sounds so complete. And if that's an indication of the rest of the album, sign me up. Please sign me up. We're moving on to the second song on the album called Make Believe. Yep.
Cause I believe in make believe. I believe in the old unicorn. I believe in make believe. I believe in make believe. I don't believe in what you believe, but I believe in the devil alone. Cause he sits on my shoulder, ugly and evil. Say, boy, you got trouble tonight. No, 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 no. I believe, I believe.
Oh. Okay, we are on an OG indie rock, Black Keys, all that like Brit rock that was coming out too. Oh my God, I am really already super into the sound of this album. The lyrics of this one, you know, I think it's so interesting to talk about spirituality, and I love the line, I believe in make believe, because I feel like all spirituality, I'm an atheist. I believe in all spirituality is a little bit woo-woo for me, but I believe in make-believe, right? Like, I would love to believe in unicorns and leprechauns and the Olympian gods. Like, I'm here for it. Sure, if that's what you believe, I believe. That's how I feel spirituality is. It's whatever means something to you. And I love that this isn't like pulling down people for what they believe in. Instead, it's just like, hey, same. I believe what you believe, you know, like it is what it is. And what a fun song. I mean, we had our first unicorn reference. So unicorn reference number 1. We'll see how many we get through this album. I'm actually kind of excited. Let's do a unicorn count, y'all. But yeah, I'm loving, again, the juxtaposition of their singing. I love how each, like the pre-chorus to the chorus to the verse, they're all different tones in terms of like they all sound a little bit different, but flow so well together. And we all know I am the person who loves a little chaos in music, so this is really hitting the point in my brain where I'm like, oh yeah, just switch it up, keep switching it up. I'm excited, guys. Okay, next song is called Station Wagon.
All packed up in a station wagon, blood and guts in a station wagon. All packed up.
Switch up.
Dark is the road that only goes so far from home. And cruel is the car that just stays parked. I found love in a station wagon and drove.
My only criticism is not even a criticism. It's I want more of that. I wanted that song to be way longer. Okay, so now let's talk about it, guys. Now we have not only Ryan singing, we have his sister Molly and Jasmin. All three, the 2 girls with his voice, it gives me chills. Like, I love that you can hear the differences in the female voices as well. What a beautiful song, but I wanted more. I wanted it to kind of dive into some chaos right there, because I think the whole idea of the song, you know, is the fact that the only thing certain in life is death, and that we just kind of have to keep going no matter what, right? Like we know we just have to set on our path. We have to do it. The only guaranteed thing in life is death. So You know, I feel a little existential too right now. Guys, am I gonna have to go to therapy because of this? Am I gonna have to talk about you guys in therapy? But I'm so intrigued by the sound of this. It's so beautiful. And just like the weird tinkling overlay of things just puts a little like Amanda Palmer vibes on it. And I'm in it. I'm so in this album already. But that song, my only criticism, give me more. The next song is called On and On, a song for Jasmin, who is one of the female singers. Am I gonna cry? God, no, we're keeping it together.
On and on and on and on and on, on and on and
Okay.
on and on and on. I love your teeth, I love your laugh. It could cure disease. I could go on and on like that. The world is sick. How did you get in? Yeah. I want to play guitar for this girl. You forgave me and helped me find my new apartment. Someone stop me, I go on and on and on and on. Someone stop me, I go on and on and on. Someone stop me, I go on and on and on.
Obsessed. So, doing a little digging of that, Jasmin is Ryan's best friend. And I love best friend songs, especially between a man and a woman, because personally, for me, my partner is my best friend. We started out as best friends, and I love how like sweet these lyrics are, because I swear to God, my partner has said the same thing about me of like, I love your laugh. It could cure disease. It really rings true. And I feel like that is such a really sweet way to honor someone, honor friendship. There's a lot of talk in media constantly.
Men and women can't be friends.
I disagree. I disagree fully. Yes, I fell in love with my best friend, oopsie daisy, but that was inevitable. I will say, to have this kind of uplifting song in an album that is very much existential, kind of about the inevitability of death and spirituality, this is kind of a nice little breathing room of like, we're still celebrating life. We're still celebrating the people in our lives. We still love them no matter what. And I'm going to listen to that song so many times. I already feel it. They just really are picking and choosing the best of their discography in terms of sound and putting it all in this one, like banger after banger. I have not been meh on any of these songs. I'm intrigued. I want to keep listening. You guys are crushing it. I will say though, I am sad some of these songs are so short. Like, I feel like I wanted to expand a little bit. And maybe if I go see their live show, hopefully soon, maybe they do expand a little. Like, I would just love a little bit more in each song. That's my only criticism thus far. Better of Me is next, song number 5. Let's go.
I'm sorry I smoked you off in vodka, you almost drowned. Hey, no wonder you skipped out of town, for I was just burning it down. I'm sorry I spit in your face, but you could get used to my taste. Come kiss me, the better of me. But I'm in a better place, except for 1,000 mistakes. I hate you, the better of me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. In that bridge when she's like screaming, yeah, like the rock that comes out of her voice, but then slows it down to a very beautiful like indie folk vibe in her sound. Like, that's gotta be so hard. Ma'am, you are an incredible singer. Holy shit. I just got rocked to my core from that. But I love that line. I'm sorry I ate all the cake, then followed by starving for days. I'll feed you the better of. You know, like the burning it down, the self-destruction, the self-hate, the constant just like moving because you can't stand still and deal with what's happening. You're just burning everything down around you. Guys, I'm obsessed. Again, the only thing is I want more of that song. I want it to be longer. You know, it's a 2-minute and 41-second song, but it feels way too short. Like it feels like it should be expanded upon. It feels like it's ready to burst out, but it so contains itself that I'm just like, no, burst out. Come on, let's go. Another verse, another chorus. Oh my gosh, I am so into this album. I'm so happy because, you know, when you reach 20 years as a band, I think in the 70s, 60s, 70s, you know, the longevity was a little bit easier. Nowadays, it's so hard because there's so much music coming out all the time. That longevity is really like a prize, like a trophy. Like you won. You won if you've made it 20 years as a band and you're still making music. And the fact that this album feels so complete and so true to who they are as a band and have been for 20 years, incredible. Absolutely genius, guys. I'm so on this album. Let's keep going. Number 6, Namaste.
All the meditators say you've got to break yourself away, and they whisper namaste, some little thing they like to say. Man, I've tried to reach that place. Oh yeah, I suffer through the day, and letting go, letting in everything.
This is Finger. I want to let it go in because it feels like it's a thing.
It's funny how a man feels ashamed when a woman puts her finger in his ass, but it feels okay. Oh, you shouldn't.
Oh my God, wait. Oh God, we got from Namaste, which was beautiful, lyrically, absolutely beautiful song, to Finger, where he says, it's funny how a man feels ashamed when a woman puts her finger in his ass, but it feels okay. Okay, we're getting a little personal, I feel like, but this is really kind of silly.
It's funny how a turkey gets stuffed, and then you roast the bitch, and then you eat it up, but you wouldn't stuff your dog. Oh no, you'd let it sleep. It's funny how a man can just fuck, but if a woman gets you wind up calling her a slut. It's a shame, it's a crying shame, 'cause it hurts too much, way too much. It's funny how a man feels ashamed when a woman puts a finger in his ass,
but it feels so great.
Oh, you shouldn't feel ashamed if the feeling is great.
You shouldn't feel ashamed, no, you shouldn't feel ashamed. You really shouldn't feel ashamed, no, you shouldn't feel ashamed.
Guys, I am actually dead. That one, not my favorite. You know, I was reading reviews before I listened to this album just to get a feeling of what the people were thinking. And a lot of them called this song out in particular with no context, so I had no idea what I was going into. Yeah, a little, you know, I love the idea of it. I love the let's stop slut shaming, let's stop kink shaming, let's do all that. But it's a little too on the nose, you know, especially coming from the song before Namaste into this, the total vast differences of beautiful spirituality to let's not kink shame anyone. There leaves a huge gap of wait, how did I get here? where am I going? And I think it does feel a little out of place. It does feel a little silly, in my opinion. I don't love that song. I think it's a great idea, just did not, the placing of it maybe was just a little too off for me. And I will say on Genius Lyrics, someone had mentioned that one can only guess the meaning behind it. Ryan Goulamond once said in a TikTok interview, it's the listeners who give it meaning. This song, however, seemingly criticizes social norms and standards such as the ethics of eating meat, slut shaming, and the concept of feeling shame for one's sexual preferences. I don't hate that idea. I just feel like the result of that idea in this song was a little off-putting. It's a little like, whoa, I got shook awake. It just feels very out of what was happening in the first half of the album. So that was the 7th song. So we are getting kind of to the end. We're on the back half now. So let's kind of keep going and see if we recover from Finger, because I have no idea what to say anymore. The next song is called Me and You.
Say, don't you think the world's just getting crazy lately, maybe? And we could make an army of babies, call me crazy, but they could run around like little monkeys in a zoo. It's me and you, just me and you. Say, how about you wanna be my baby? Maybe, baby. I'll take care of you, you take care of me too.
So that song, Me and You, I liked it. I think it was cute. Again, I just want more from the song. Like, they feel a little too short. I don't know. I feel like every time I say this, it's like, I just want a little bit more oomph. Musically, this sounds incredible. Like, the production, it doesn't feel like a wall of sound like pop albums, kind of feel like sometimes. You feel the full warmth of the instruments. And I think that's why production-wise, this is chef's kiss incredible. But is anyone yearning for a little bit more in each song? Is this just me? I don't know what's going on. But we're going to keep going on. This song is called Little Mistake.
A little mistake can be a big thing. A little headache can be a whole lot of pain. Oh, what a heartache. Look at what you started. You sweet thing, you silly thing, and make a whole lot of pain. It was a little mistake. Happy little baby, making all the ladies squeal. But even little toddlers, they can be the cause of real pain. It was a little mistake. And now you're slipping away. I'm sorry.
That is so what an interesting song lyrically. I'm kind of glad Ashley isn't on this album review. As some of you know, she just had a baby. She's 6 months old. And this whole song about, how hard it is to have a child and how it kind of tears the relationship apart. Some people are very happy. The postpartum thing is so real. And as someone who doesn't want children, so take this with a grain of salt, it does always feel a little scary to think about bringing a child into this world, and then your entire world shifts and you can no longer be selfish. You can no longer have that same relationship with your person. It's going to be different, but that's not necessarily bad. It's just different. And that song was really heavy in a way of, it was a little mistake and now you're slipping away. It was a little mistake and now a whole lot of pain. Oh, women, you are so strong. Women, I love you. You were doing God's work out there. But truly, that was a heavy little song. A heavy little mistake, a heavy little song. Moving on, number 10, Mano a Mano.
You got a lot of bravado. You copy massive machismo, you know. Don't got no villain vaquero. Don't got no Marlboro to smoke. Help me help you understand. I'm not a real man. Babe, you fuck with my family. You see the lover inside me, leave me. He's a delinquent in the street, running his mouth, unable to speak of a simple feeling.
You know, in this back half of this album, it's getting a little darker. I think the first half was a little bit more spiritually, a little bit more Namaste as that song. But once you hit Namaste, past that, these songs have been really heavy. This song clearly about sexism and what men being not able to be feminine or seen as not a macho man, you know, like he says in his lyrics, just what is a real man? I think there's something to be said about the machismo vibe of the song paired with this, what is it to be a man? Is it to be this macho, tough guy exterior when inside, you know, you're a little softer? And I think it's a really great way to kind of bring about that question to men, is just by simply asking them, what does it mean to be a man? You know, I think as women, we very much know ourselves. We're very tied to our emotional side of things, and men haven't been allowed to do that in our society. And so how that kind of affects them and what Ryan is talking about in this is so interesting. And I would love to like dive into this more with him, maybe in an interview coming up. Moving on, we have 2 songs left. This one is Nostalgia. The song is the album title. Let's get into it.
Why, oh why can't I crawl in through that photo and my body? I was skinny, almost sickly, I could fly. Crash back, yeah, crash back, I wanna crash back into youth. Nostalgia. Why, oh why can't I put it in a vial, in a needle? I would shoot it in my eyes so I could see. Nostalgia, you're a traitor. It was perfect then, but now it's heartbreaking. Nostalgia, nostalgia. What we do without you.
Okay, that might be one of my favorite songs off this album. Felt full, complete, and I love this conversation about nostalgia because especially right now, we are in a nostalgic era. And I think millennials have a very deep connection to nostalgia. And I loved that line. Nostalgia, nostalgia, how I love ya and I hate ya. Because agreed, sometimes nostalgia is great and we can look back and really think about our lives in a very nice, warm, oh, it was great, it was so pretty. But really the reality is so different. And I talk a lot about this in therapy, actually. So thank you, Mother, for just really being my therapist today. I think it can be a traitor too, because I think it can really change your perspective on some of the hard things you've gone through in life, which, you know, is great to look back on and think. But sometimes, you know, you kind of need that pain. You kind of need that pain to live, which we did hear in earlier songs. And I love this kind of wrap up of this album. It's really coming all together, and we'll talk about it at the end. But this is the last song, called To Regret, which is, oh God, I don't know if I'm about to be devastated or rocking out. Who knows at this point.
So I go
What a beautiful ending to this album. That song is lyrically so strong, so strong. Again, what I was just talking about with nostalgia, who am I without my regrets? I think that's so important as a human to have, not to necessarily constantly hurt yourself in the pain of your regrets, but to remember you're a human, you have some regrets. To really encapsulate this whole album as this existentialism idea of what is spirituality to people, what is regrets, what is nostalgia, what it means to feel human, I think. And that is the full story of this album, is what is it to be a human? I think Ryan really hit it on the head. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. And when I talk about albums being a full story, I felt that in this album. Yes, there were some silly moments. There are unicorns. There are fingers. There are weird things. But I think all to say, this is an album about what it means to be a human being. And I love that. And I think that's so important in music to talk about, especially with a band that's been together for 20 years. You hear the maturity from their songwriting. If I can go back to 2008, I might listen to that full album again to just kind of hear the growth that they've come from. And to hear it all encapsulated in this album for their 20th year together, I think it's beautiful. I think it's a really great testament to who they are as people, as a band, and to what music can be. As we get older, the musicians start getting younger. And I've said this many times, I'm just not relating as I once was to music that's made by younger people because, it tends to be about love and heartbreak and friendships and I'm pretty secure in all of that in my 30s. So to hear an album about what it means to be a human feels so complete. It's really touching me in a way that I didn't think this album would. And thank you, Mother. I think this is a really great testament to who you are as a band. And I'm in it. I give it a solid 4 out of 5. Easy. The first half of this album, brilliant. I really loved it. Then the back half got a little heavy for me. I still think musically and lyrically it's beautiful. But you have to be in a mood to listen to some of these heavier songs, and not necessarily one you can throw on a playlist, but if you really want to sit and think and really have, a moment of clarity or a moment of peace, this is the album for you. I am so in it. I'm so thankful we got to review this because not a lot of people are reviewing it, and that is an actual shame. The mixed reviews that are happening, I understand where people are coming from, but I really think that we need to listen to this album as a whole of what it means to be a human, and then it all kind of makes sense. It's just a really solid album. Thank you. We needed a really solid album. So we just wrapped up Mother's Nostalgia. What did you think? Did you feel the same way? What were your favorite songs? Let us know in the comments. We are going to be doing more of these album reviews, and we're so excited to put them on YouTube and share some love to some musicians who really deserve it. Thank you so much for watching. We are Girl Music. I'm Kelsey. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all the things that it takes to get this album review out because it deserves it. And I will see you guys on the flip side. We'll be doing another album review soon. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.